What's up, guys, and welcome back to Rising Thrills. Today we're here at Hersheypark for their opening day, so let's get into the park. Okay guys, the first ride of the night will be Comet, so let's get on to Comet. Okay guys, I just got off of Comet, and this isn't the first time I've ridden it since they've gotten the new trains, but I do think that it is a little smoother than it was before. Of course, the new trains with those like lap bar restraints, I really don't like them. Obviously the old T-bars, or not T-bars, buzz bars, the old buzz bars were a lot better. But yeah, this is actually the first ride of the season. I mean, the first ride here of the season. Obviously back in January I went to Great Adventure, but yeah, first ride of the season, and I think Comet is definitely a little better since they redid the trains, but definitely the older restraints were better. And let me just say that this Twizzler Twisted Gravity is definitely a lot bigger than I expected at first. You know, it's definitely a lot more imposing than I thought when they, you know, at first. But yeah, it's definitely a big ride, and definitely coming around the park, driving up to the park, it definitely looks pretty big, and it's one of the biggest rides in the park. So yeah. Okay guys, as you can see, Super Duper Looper isn't open today. I don't know if it's a long-term closure or just today, but yeah. Okay, the next ride I'll be getting on is Skyrush. Okay guys, I just got off of Skyrush. This is the first time I've ridden it since they rebuilt the trains and put in the newer restraints. You know, just in general, I do think the ride has gotten a little like rough. It's definitely a little. It's not just that it's rough. It has like a little rattle, I think, which I don't think it really had like a year or two ago. So you know, it is what it is. You know, it is getting old. But yeah, I mean, it's still, the restraints aren't the best still, even though they got new restraints. But I do think they are a lot better than what they were before. And the seats, like, I feel like the back of my knee kind of it kind of digs into the back of my knee a little more than I'd like. But other than that, I mean, it was a good ride. It's not really that different than it was before, and it's a good ride. So I definitely recommend, if you haven't ridden it since they got rebuilt the trains and got the new trains. I'm not sure if it's all new trains or what it was, but definitely ride it if you haven't ridden it since then. Okay guys, I just got off of break. Okay guys, I just got off of Great Bear, and it was a pretty good ride. It may just be since I haven't ridden it in a while, but that was a pretty good ride. And you know, Great Bear is it's such a hard coaster to compare to other B&M inverts, because it's so unique. Like it has such a sprawling layout, which is quite opposite of like Batman at Great Adventure or like Talon at Dorney Park. And I don't know, obviously it could just be home park bias, you know, Regency biased, but I do think that this is my favorite invert. You know, that's my opinion. I think it's better than Batman at Great Adventure, and I think it's better than Talon. I definitely think it's better than Talon. I feel like Talon is a bit overrated. But it's a fun ride, and I think it's up there, definitely. Of course, since Twizzler's Twisted Gravity is still under construction, the pathway here is closed off. So if you're trying to get from the Hollow up to Kissing Tower Hill, or from Kissing Tower Hill down to the Hollow, you'd have to go over to the bridge that goes above Spring Creek and goes besides the Aqua Arena. So yeah, that path is closed off until the construction is finished on Twisted Gravity. But once Twizzlers Twisted Gravity opens, you know, even now, but then even more, the park will just look completely different than what it did like a year ago. And I definitely do give credit to Hersheypark. I feel like these past few years, they've really been trying to enhance some of the parts of the park that aren't as good, you know, and replace things that are getting old and aren't being used that much. So I do give them credit for that, but yeah. Yeah, so obviously the Aqua Theater is still here. I don't know how often they use it for their shows, but this is definitely something that isn't going to be going because, you know, they already have a lack of entertainment here. You know, of course they demolished the amphitheater for Twisted Gravity, and the Music Box Theater is not used as much as it should be. So hopefully there's going to be more entertainment in the future at Hersheypark. Okay guys, that's all for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Of course, it's a shorter visit because by the time we got here it was already pretty late, and plus we forgot to, or we didn't forget, but we didn't have a chance to pick up our passes until today because we ordered our passes kind of late. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope to see you soon again. See you then. Goodbye.